Number one is ask yourself the question, just why? Why is this person saying this? Why is this person in my life? Why are they doing what they're doing? What we're talking about is how I have learned to not be so vulnerable. I'm autistic. People who are not autistic, who are neurotypical, live in the neurotypical hive mind. They tend to take advantage of anybody they can, each other, but particularly those of us they see as being vulnerable, as being easy picking. So over my 70-some years, it's taken me a long time to learn some of these things, and I'm still not there yet. I never will be. The day I die, if I live to be 100, 120, there will still be some things I need to learn, but what I've learned up to this point, okay, I'll share them with you. But number one is this: how do I try to protect myself from my own vulnerability? And that is when I engage other people. I ask why they are saying what they're saying. Why are they being so friendly? Now, you may think, and this is what I thought as I was putting these thoughts together, this sounds kind of paranoid. And I think maybe it is, but you know what? A little bit of paranoia is healthy. It's good. Okay, let's give this example. I've used this before. Forgive me if I've said it in the past and you remember it, but let's say that two people walking in the woods. One person hears a rustle in the bush and the other person hears the same rustle. One person says, that could be a snake in the grass. I'm getting out of here. The other person says, don't be paranoid. It's probably not a snake in the grass. And you know what? It probably isn't. And they go on their way. Okay, so they're going to take a very long hike, and they're out there for hours, and every time there's a rustle in the bush, in the grass, wherever, the one guy takes off and the other guy says, nah, I'm not going to be paranoid. Let me ask you this: which one is most likely to be bitten by the snake? The guy who doesn't run off, right? So what I'm saying is, it's better to be wrong a few times than to be wrong once. Okay, it's good to be wrong about the rustle and the noise in the grass and the bush by running when there's nothing there, than to be wrong by saying there's nothing there when there is. So ask why. What is that noise I'm hearing in the grass and the bush? Is that something dangerous? So when neurotypical people talk to me, what I have learned to do is ask myself, why are they doing this? Now, give them a benefit of a doubt. Maybe they're just being nice, but you know what? I have been burned so many times in my life, and if I had just been a little bit more paranoid, I could have saved myself a lot of hassle. Now, here's another good example. You know, if you've listened to my videos in the past, I love security cameras. I've got dash cams in my car. When I go out and walk, I wear a body cam. We've got them around our house. And I went for a drive today, went to the store, and I had on my cameras, and nothing happened. Whatever. But what if something did happen? Then I would have caught it, right? So the idea is just be prepared. Well, let's say it this way. Don't be paranoid, but be prepared. I had to stop and think the best way to say that. Don't be paranoid, but do be prepared. And preparation is really not paranoia. Number two is keep in mind that other people love to elevate themselves. So this is something that I've learned to listen for. If somebody is advancing themselves in the way they talk, or maybe the way they act, if it's all about them, I'm going to question whether or not this person has a taint of narcissism, a little bit of arrogance, or maybe a lot. Maybe this person is out to seek self-advancement. And when people do that in the hive mind and the hierarchy, this is what they do. They step on each other. And you are the other. So what does that mean? That means they're going to step on you, right? So if somebody is always advancing themselves, or at the moment, in the moment, is advancing themselves, they know more than you or know more than somebody else, or they want to do it this way, or they want to go here but not there. Maybe it's benign. Maybe there's nothing to it, but maybe there is. Be careful. if they're elevating themselves, watch out for that. The next thing I learned to do to avoid being vulnerable is to listen when they are depreciating me, when they are putting me down, when they are patronizing me, when they are being critical. Sometimes they do it in the way they say it, sometimes it's in the way they do it, but that is to me a red flag, a bright red flag that says you're going to have some problem with this person. Because it's like it's already there. So you can see the thumbnail on the screen, how I avoid that bright red. That's the color of the flag I'm talking about, bright red flag. When they are putting you down, they are putting you down. I mean, how clear can it be? That's somebody you need to get away from, in my opinion. Then number 4 is this. I think this is really important. And one thing I've noticed over my life, and I don't like to think that I have enemies, but there are people on the planet, everybody's their enemy. And I'm a body, so I guess I'm one of their enemies. But believe it or not, there's some people who don't like me, and I have no idea why. I just don't know. They just don't like me. Some of them, it's the way they are. Some people, it's just something about me they don't like. When you have autism, that's fairly common, to be honest with you. So you've identified this person. I hate to use the term enemy, but I don't know what else to call them. Not a friend, somebody who sees adversity between me and them. So we have an adverse relationship. Now, something I've noticed about these people, and I learned this years ago when I was a pastor, that if there is somebody who is trying to fight with you or sees you as their enemy, and they are happy, they're giddy, they're very gleeful in their demeanor, their mood, that is a nonverbal cue that in their mind they think they are winning. They see this thing as a fight, them versus you. They see them as above you, on top of you, so I watch for that. If this person considers himself an enemy or considers me their enemy and they're in a good mood, that is a loud sign. I know people with autism aren't really good with nonverbal cues, but this is one you should be able to easily pick up on. Okay, what about the opposite? What if they're mad? What if they're not treating you well? Act like they're angry, being mean to you, whatever. There's a good possibility that this person sees you as the winner. And I've noticed this. People who aren't nice to me, say hi to them, and they just kind of, give you the cold shoulder or the dirty look. These are people who think they see you as above them, as superior to them. That is to say, in the context of a dispute or a fight or adversity, they see you as the winner. Now, you can observe this in a basketball game. Unless you live in Alabama, then it's a football game. But you can see this in a basketball game. The team that's losing, they're in a bad mood. And the team that's winning, they're in a good mood. And in the neurotypical hive mind, life is winning and losing. It's pretty much all they do. And the happy ones see themselves as winning, and the sad ones, angry ones, see themselves as losing. So if there's somebody in your circle, and they're just giddy and happy, and it's not masking, chances are they think they've got you whooped, or they're above you. But if it's the opposite, they're on the losing team, they're going to act like it. So watch out for that. Let's tie all this together. And the way we tie these things together, number 1, again, is ask why. Number 2 is self-elevation, when they elevate themselves. Number 4 is deprecation of you or patronizing you. Number 4 is watching out for their mood. How do we tie all these things together? We do that just by sitting back and looking at the neurotypical hive mind and how they behave in the hierarchy, and it's all about self-advancement. It's all about moving forward. Yeah, I'm wheezing a little bit. Apologies for that. But they're all moving forward to the top of the hierarchy. They want to be the most alpha they could possibly be. And if possibly, they want to be the alpha. Only one of them can get there, but all the rest of them, that's the direction they're going, and that's what they do until the day they die. And they will take advantage of you because that gives them that sense of moving upwards. So don't be vulnerable. And those are some ways that I have learned to protect myself. There is a dot in the lower right-hand corner. I think it's blue. You might think it's green. Tell me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but I swear it's blue. Click on that. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, be part of our family. Click the bell so you can get notifications. Lower left-hand corner, there's a rectangle. That is so we can keep on talking together. When you click on that, and you can listen as long as you want. You can binge if you want to. See you all next time.